Have you ever wondered what it would be like to bring the Airbus A320 cockpit right into your own flight simulator? To reach up and flip the same switches, control the same systems, and feel like you're actually in the flight deck? That's exactly what the Skalarki Overhead Panel is designed to do. It's a high-fidelity replica that takes your simulator to the next level, making the experience more immersive and realistic than ever. We first saw this panel a few months ago at the Flight Sim Expo in Providence, where we met the Skalarki team, explored their lineup, and built what has now become a great partnership. And today, we finally get to share it with you. In this video, we'll be unboxing the Skalarki Overhead Panel, setting it up step by step, and then giving you a full demo inside the sim. So let's get started. Alrighty folks, so I already went ahead and unpackaged everything, and this is everything that comes in the box here. Okay, so you have your overhead panel, you have your power cord, your adapter, and your USB cable here. Not a lot to it, to be completely honest. What do we have here? We have the Skalarki A320X desktop line overhead panel. This is what this is officially called, okay? Remember that, desktop line overhead panel. So when you go online on the Skalarki website, you will look for the desktop line and you will find this panel here. Now, as far as software, the software is connected via Skalarki Profiler software, which comes with the purchase. So once you purchase this, they'll send you a link to your account and you will be able to download the Profiler straight with there with a key to unlock the software as well. A very nice thing about this overhead panel as well is that it can be used as a standalone unit like I am. This is my first Skalarki Electronics product, or it can go with the other Skalarki hardware if you plan to buy other desktop line units. So again, very nice, and that all integrates with the Skalarki software as well, the Profiler. So let's talk real quick about compatibility. For X-Plane, it's compatible with the TOLIS A319, A320, A321, A330, and the Flight Factor A320. For P3D, you have the ProSim A320, G-Haul FMGS A320, Aerosoft Pro, Flight Sim Labs A319, 20, and 21. And for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024, you have the ProSim 320, Flight Sim Labs, Phoenix A320 fly-by-wire, and upcoming now in September, you will be able to use this on the A319 and the A321 from Phoenix Simulations. So right now, it does not work on those. It can only be used on the Phoenix A320, but now in September, it will be available via the Profiler to be used on the 19 and the 21. So very, very cool. That has all that compatibility, so you can purchase this with confidence that it will work on the A320s that are available in the simulators. So let's talk about the build quality real quick. The build quality on this unit is what kind of caught my attention off the bat, right? As soon as I took this out and I felt the weight of this, I was like, wow, it has some weight, but that's because it's a full metal enclosure, CNC cutout panel, sharp laser engraving, and hand assembled as well. And you can tell by the quality of the panel. Again, the full metal enclosure gives it some weight. The CNC panel, cutout panel, I mean, everything looks very, very nice, as you can see here. Also, the light switches, very nice, clicky noises to it. The knobs, I mean, even the push buttons, when you push them in, you hear all the clicking, just like that. So I mean, it just feels right, guys. I know this unit is a little higher in price, but you get what you pay for. You know, you're getting a unit that is actually very, very well built, and it's the only overhead panel that has realistic fire switches. So you can see your fire switches here, just like that. So you have that. That's another benefit of this panel here. So some of the options that you're gonna get either the backlight options are warm white or amber. I believe I have the amber one, and the other option you're gonna get is the light switches. So let me look over here into the light switches, move this here. So I believe I have the ProLine light switches. So when you go purchase this, you will see it says light switches standard or ProLine. So the standard switches, if I'm not mistaken, is gonna be just the switches like this right here. You see how it has no grip, it's just nice and shiny. Nothing wrong with it. It works great, just like your seatbelt signs and all that. But your ProLine ones have these nice little grips like the real life ones, like that, just like that. So those are the two differences there. The ProLine are a little more expensive. If you want that authentic real life look, real life feel, go with the ProLine. Other than that, Everything that I've experienced so far with Skalarki has been great. Their support, I mean, I can text these guys anytime, any issues that I've had. And again, the only issues I've had were user error, to be honest. And I'll be completely transparent. When we got this, I turned it on with the A319 and I'm like, man, what's going on? I can't get it to work, And then they hit me up. They're like, hey, you know, we're not ready for the 19 or the 21 yet, but it does work for the 20. Fire up the 20. As soon as I did, everything came to life. Everything worked as it should. Very easily, very seamless. And then the shipping too. The shipping, I mean, these guys shipped this thing out within a week. It was very fast. I'm in the USA, they're in the UK, and within a week I had the panel here at my house and ready to try it out. So one important detail to notice here is that it comes with the VESA mount screws already. I already mounted mine there previously to recording. Just wanted to show you here in the back side of it. And then just showing you back here, you have a power switch here. This is where your power goes in, and then in here is where your USB cable goes in. But other than that, this is where the VESA mount comes. Now, one thing that it does not come with, and I'll throw that out there, it does not come with a stand, okay? It's just gonna come the unit. You have the options to use VESA mount however you wanna mount it. And then I'll just link to the video description of the one I got. I got it off of Amazon, very cheap. I think it was like $20 or whatever it was. But I installed the VESA mount here and hooked it up, and I'll show you how it looks when it's hanging and all that. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it on this portion of the video. The only thing that I'll add in there, guys, is that if you add in the code Flight Sim Channel during checkout, you will receive a 15% discount on this panel here. So if you want to support our channel, if you want to support Skalarki Electronics, remember Flight Sim Channel, you get 15% off and get you going on this panel. All right, so that's gonna wrap up this portion of the video. We're gonna go ahead and hook this thing up to the VESA mount, hang it up, and then we'll do a quick demo on how this panel works, how it integrates, and I mean, guys, you guys are gonna love it. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we are here in the cockpit of the Phoenix A320. Let's take a quick look outside here. There we are, just checking out the plane, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in the cockpit. And what we're going to do is we're going to fire up this plane and show you how everything works on the panel and how it communicates, how it lights up. And yeah, it's just simply amazing. It's such a great immersion tool. I mean, I love it. So let's go ahead and get into the cockpit. So what we're going to do is going to look at the overhead panel in the simulator there. And as you can see, nothing is displayed here. Let's zoom in a little bit here. There you can see that our battery 1 and battery 2 are showing some voltage, 27.5, but on the panel here, it's not showing. And this is a good way to tell if your panel is communicating to the simulator or not. So right now we have the software off just to show you what it looks like that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up the software and show you what the panel looks like once the software is communicating. Because right now, look, I can turn on the brightness up and down, right? But it's not communicating to the aircraft. So let's go ahead and turn on the software. And just like that, you see how the voltage is now displaying and matching as the aircraft is, right? So that's how you know that you have communicated with the aircraft. So let's zoom out a little bit here, show you the overhead panel again, and let's go ahead and get some power on this plane. So just like you would, instead of clicking, you're doing it with your hands. So battery 1, battery 2, and external power. Just like that. We're going to clear these lights here. So let's just go here. Test. All the lights turn on. So that's good. And bring it back there. Just like that. Next, I'm going to turn on my ADRS. Set those to nav. We're going to test our fire extinguishers or our fire buttons. Just like that. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to turn on the pumps. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and start my APU, so IPU master switch. Here we go. Starting up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my nav lights. Just like that. No smoking. Seatbelt sign on. Bring up the brightness here.
There we go. Let's take a look outside real quick. There's the APU firing up. As that does that, let's go ahead and just clean everything else in here. Whoops. I turned off the GPU, but that's good, because now we'll turn on our APU generator now once the APU is fired up. It's fine. And we got power back on now. So again, just as you can see, everything works like it should. Alright, so now all I'm gonna do is just go through the rest of these switches so you can see that everything works. So wipers, just like that. What else? Lights. Let's go ahead and turn on all the lights. Let's take a look outside. There's all the lights on. Wing lights. Beacon lights. Nav lights. We are all lit up. So beautiful. So yeah, I mean, again, there's nothing really much to this other than that it feels great, it looks great, it sounds great, and it just brings a level of immersion that you don't get with anything else. When you are flying or when you're starting up this plane and you get to flick the switches and, for example, I'm gonna start the engines, APU bleed on, right? Like, I mean, it is so satisfying to do it that way rather than coming with the mouse and trying to click everything. And let's say you want to bring the brightness down like this, and they're like, no, you just do it here, you know, with your knobs, you know. So it's really satisfying. I can't say, I can't stress enough how nice it is. Again, the build quality is really solid. It feels good. It doesn't feel cheap at all.
And that wraps up our look at the Skalarki Overhead Panel. As you've seen, it brings the A320 cockpit right to your desktop with an incredible level of realism, from the feel of the switches to the seamless integration inside the sim. Big thanks again to the Skalarki team for letting us share this amazing piece of hardware with you. We've been impressed since we first saw it at the Flight Sim Expo, and now having it at home, it truly takes the simulator experience to another level. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss more Flight Sim content coming soon. And let me know in the comments, what part of the A320 cockpit would you like to see brought to the desktop next? As always, thanks for watching, happy flying, smooth landings, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace!